Hey folks, happy Tuesday. Welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Curtis Dvorak.
And I'm Angelia Savage joining you today. And for Casey?
That's right, she's out. Well, she'll be back tomorrow, but hope she's enjoying her trip. I know she's tuning in on the app like you can do every day on firstcoastnews.com. Get the app, and you can watch us every day from your phone wherever you are.
So we can give a little shout out to Madison and Casey.
That's right.
Watching us live.
Ron,
we miss you guys.
I know, Ron's sitting there because they got, he's got nothing else he needs to work on right now, so they're all watching us on. No, they're a little busy.
Yes, he does. He's busy.
They're a little busy. We're not, so we're here.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll fill in. Sorry, you got us.
Yeah. Have you watched any of the American Ninja Warrior?
I do. I love that show. It's fascinating to watch those guys.
Yeah, those guys are nuts. We had we actually had two local guys that competed last night. This is Chris Johnson. He competed. He's from Jacksonville, and he was doing great. I thought he was going to go through the whole thing because he just had the build, had the look, had the energy through the first few obstacles, and then right here he just this is the swinging bridge. He just made one small misstep, and they show it from above where his toe just hits not the middle. So if you're ever running across a swinging bridge, Angelia,
which will be never.
Yeah, make sure
hopefully.
you get your foot, the ball of your foot, on the center of the bridge there, because as you see here, watch that toe. There, see the toe just short? Right there. Right there is where he lost it. But amazing story. Chris Johnson running for and inspired by his brother who committed suicide, a military vet. And we've done stories on Canines for Warriors a bunch here. Jeannie Blaylock did a story on Chris Johnson you can check out on our website. But he is now involved with Canines for Warriors because of his brother's suicide. And they say 22 veterans a day are committing suicide, and that's why the 22 push-ups thing goes around, and you see people doing that. He took it a little further, and he said emotionally, he said, I always said my brother was 10 times the man I am. So he does 220 push-ups a day in honor of his brother and in honor of all the veterans out there who are in need of help and stuff. So
that's
really
inspiring.
Cool story.
Yeah, inspiring. The backstories are the best part of all of these. Whenever you see them compete, that's one thing, and you know how tough it is, but they make it look so easy. But the backstory is what's the coolest thing. Yeah. Whenever you find out what inspired them to do it, or why they keep doing it. I love all of that stuff. It's so good.
I'm a huge American Ninja Warrior fan. Last year I did a story on a local guy who built a course in his backyard. This is how these guys are training. And I love watching it because you watch them do it and you're like, oh, I could do that. I could do that.
That's what I feel like I could do. We talked about this earlier. I feel like I'm a leapfrog. I feel like I can just do that so easily. But yet these guys have trained for so long to do this. And I mean, they have incredible upper body strength to compete on a daily basis. I mean, I think this is really cool. Total inspiring.
It's going to go for a while. American Ninja Warrior is its 9th season, so it's going to keep going. But these are the first preliminary ones that they did all over the country. And the one last night we were watching was in Daytona. They did it at the Speedway, right in front of the main building, like the pit road and the winter circle. What people don't understand, when you watch it, there's a crowd, and they're all in hoodies and sweatshirts because it was done in February. But Chris Johnson, he said he ran at 2:30 in the morning. Like when he finally got to go, he went at 2:30 a.m. So I think they start at night at 9 o'clock or whatever, but they go through the whole night because all these people are waiting. Some of the people that ran, they wait for weeks in line to get a chance to be a walk-on.
Can you imagine? I mean, people wait in line for TVs at Christmas time. I mean, to wait in line for 7 hours to actually say, I'm going to compete at 2:30 in the morning. But for me, that would be good because I'm like a night owl, so I'd probably be thinking I'm stronger in the evening rather than first thing in the morning. I don't know. I'm not good at 7 o'clock in the morning, so I would be better at 2:30 in the morning.
I would agree with that statement. There's many a weekend evening where I feel stronger late in the evening.
But that's due to
I feel like I can do anything. Yeah, about 1:30 a.m.
Invincible at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, about 1:30 a.m. I'm the strongest, funniest, smartest, best-looking guy on the planet at 1:30 a.m. out at the bar. Well, speaking of guys who think they're the best guys on the planet, the NBA awards were last night. Did you watch that?
I am not a big NBA fan, so I get all of my NBA stuff from you guys here at the studio. You guys are really up to date on all this, so tell us about last night.
You didn't watch it, and it's like a lot of people around the country didn't watch it.
Right.
The NBA awards. It
Boring.
Was kind of, I mean, look at it's a ballroom I think they were on the East Coast up in New York or whatever, and it looks like it's supposed to be the Tony Awards or something. I mean, sitting at tables. Yeah, Russell Westbrook wins Most Valuable Player. which, whatever. I mean, that debate's been going on all season. Malcolm Brogdon wins Rookie of the Year. Yeah, who's that? Exactly. Eric Gordon, sixth man. Kind of know that name. Bill Russell, though. Lifetime Achievement Award, Bill Russell. That was really cool.
Is this him here?
No, this is the Rookie of the Year.
The rookie, okay.
I believe so. Again, NBA regular season and NBA awards are just as meaningless because it's about two teams right now. The Warriors and the Cavs. They played 3 years in a row. I mean, there's no suspense going into next year. But yeah, the NBA awards were last night. One of the notable things, Draymond Green wore, as a fashion person, let me ask you, he went tuxedo top. He had a nice kind of aqua teal colored top, which I liked, and then he went tuxedo shorts. He cut the bottoms off, and he went shorts with his with the loafers that had the skull and crossbones on them, but were probably Gucci or Versace or something like that. But he went shorts, tuxedo bottom, which I think you're going to see.
I think that's kind of fun. I mean, mix it up, do something a little fun. Guys, I think guys' fashion gets a little boring and monotonous after a while, so I love to see guys dress. I mean, you do your little, vest sometimes.
Yeah,
I love to see guys try things that are outside the box, so I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And they're big guys. How do they get all these clothes to fit them anyway? So just cut them off if they get too short.
That's probably what it was. You know what? Here we go. We're pulling it up right there. There he is. There he is. Look at those shorts.
See, I think that's super fun.
Shorts on the tux there.
Oh, he's got some loafers on.
Oh, yeah, some nice ones.
That looks like a little Stubbs and Wooten loafer or something. What is that?
They're velvet
What's
or something.
on there? Yeah.
So he looked really good, but I think that's actually a look in Bermuda. In Bermuda, the businessmen go to work like that, so it's not that far off. People online.
I think that's a lot of fun. I think it shows a little character. I like that.
Well, this is pretty cool. This is this how do you handle a frustrating moment with your significant other?
Yeah, this is going to be good. I mean, next time you have a lover's quarrel, remember this study. This is a pretty cool study. A study from researchers at Florida State University found that spouses who saw images of their partner paired with a photo of a positive stimuli, let's say like a cute puppy, that had a more positive attitude towards them. So I think this is pretty interesting. I mean, these responses later, they translated into greater self-reported marital satisfaction over time. While cute animals are not exactly a substitute for healthy marriages, the study does provide a novel evidence for a way to change, relationship satisfaction. I think this is pretty neat. I think it makes sense.
Yeah, I think you're in a little tiff maybe and a disagreement. Which, by the way, if you're having a disagreement, don't have it over text because it's going to get way out of control. But if you feel like you're losing. And maybe you need to send a picture of you with a puppy, I guess.
I think that's cute. I think it's a great idea because, I mean, you think of how many times you're mad at your spouse, you're so angry, but yet you see your spouse with a cute little baby or a cute little puppy or something that makes you smile or laugh, then you're focusing on that little puppy or focusing on something else for a moment and going, oh, that's what I loved about him to begin with.
Yeah,
he was so cute and so sweet.
I need to go save a bunch of pictures with me and the dogs in favorites. So anytime Jasmine is not happy, just send pictures of the dogs. Which, by the way, it actually is true.
Stock photos.
You know what? It's actually true. When we were in Italy, we were walking around and she was not thrilled with me that day, and I took a picture of Brew and Blue, and I just showed her a picture of our dogs. Totally changed her demeanor. So it's true.
So it's the dog that does it.
Oh,
not the two of you together. So it's the dog. It's the cute puppy.
All right. This one,
speaking
of relationships, add this to the list of unique stuff for marriages. Starting in August, people can get hitched at the Taco Bell on the Vegas Strip. Yeah, that's right. They're offering a $600 wedding package. You can have I don't know if that is like lifetime Taco Bell, but you can have up to 15 guests, and the food, of course, comes from the menu. Taco Bell isn't the first restaurant to do this. Denny's in Sin City there offers weddings too, and yeah, I mean, it's like anything else. If you get married in Vegas at a Denny's or a Taco Bell, I don't know. Do they is the checkout like as fast as the food goes through? That's how long the marriage is gonna last.
What difference does it make? I mean, everybody likes Taco Bell. Everybody loves it. So why? I mean, I don't know really anybody who doesn't like Mexican food. So I mean, this would be a great way to do it. You could actually do it much less expensive than a wedding. I mean, I think that everyone would be happy in the party, in the bridal party.
I don't know if Mexico claims Taco Bell.
Oh, gosh.
I think Mexico might be like Taco Bell. We don't claim that. We ain't claiming that.
Okay, it's not Tex-Mex, but it's all right. It's okay. Everyone does eat there.
All right.
Tacos are not a bad thing. So tacos and wedding, I think it makes sense. I like it. I think it's a good idea.
Taco Bell wedding. There you go, folks.
Yep, that's what you could have done.
More traveling stuff. TSA, Boston. This is great. I've been traveling a bunch. I can't. There's so many things I've gotten taken away from me. But apparently this 20-pound lobster was discovered in a passenger's luggage last Saturday. Officials say the lobster was found in a cooler and was alive and cooperated with the screening process before heading to its final destination. According to the TSA's website, here's the best part. A live lobster is allowed through security and must be transported in a clear plastic spill-proof container. Are you kidding me? Really? I can't bring a pair of toenail clippers on the plane? But I can bring a lobster that's 20 pounds that has those claws. Oh, he's got rubber bands on the claws, so he's safe.
I was going to say, I think that crustacean's kind of, he's confined, so he's not going to hurt anybody, I don't think. And he was probably in a cooler, so I'm thinking he was okay. But if you catch that kind of lobster, I mean, I used to dive in the Bahamas all the time. I didn't ever catch a lobster that big, but if I did, that thing's coming back with me. Not in a cooler where somebody else from TSA can examine or take it. I am actually going to take that home with me and eat that as soon as I get home.
We're literally months or years away from lobsters being support animals now and sitting in the seat next to you. Like,
oh my God! No, we're
not. Dogs used to have to be under 20 pounds to travel. Now there's like Great Danes walking on the plane with you, and you're like, where are you going to sit?
I'm fine with that, though.
Yeah,
I'm an animal lover, so I'm fine with that. I don't care if it's a chicken or a crustacean, whatever, sitting next to me. I don't mind.
Jasmine and I have already looked into how we get Bruiser and Blue the cards to be emotional support dogs.
Oh my gosh! Well, they have a lot of things to go through, so they've got to be able to sit on command. So
but now Brew can
start training them. Start training them very quickly.